The first is security. The second reason is a psychological one. If we had made these people aware of our existence and if they had realized we were there in order to help them, they would passively have allowed themselves to be helped and would have felt sorry for themselves. This would adversely affect their will to survive. As you say on earth, God helps those who help themselves. The third and last reason is the main one. Universal law is well established and is as strictly enforced as that which controls the planet's revolutions around their suns. If you make a mistake, you pay the penalty immediately, in 10 years' time, or in 10 centuries' time, but errors must be paid for. Thus, from time to time we are permitted, or even advised, to offer a helping hand, but we are formally forbidden to serve the meal on a plate. Thus, in 2 days, we repopulated their planet with several pairs of animals and re-established numerous plants so that eventually the people could raise the animals and cultivate the plants and trees. They had to start from scratch, and we guided their progress, either by dream or telepathy. At times we did it by means of a voice coming from the heavens, that is to say, the voice came from our spacecraft, but, to them, it came from heaven. They must have taken you to be gods. Exactly so, and it is in this way that legends and religions are established, but, in cases as urgent as that one was, the end justified the means. Finally, after several centuries, the planet was almost as it had been before the nuclear holocaust. All the same, in some places, deserts had been definitely established. In other spots less affected, the flora and fauna were easily developed. 150,000 years later, the civilization was highly successful, but, this time, not only technologically. Happily, the people had learned their lesson and had also evolved to a high psychic and spiritual level. This occurred in both races, and the blacks and the yellows had developed strong bonds of friendship. Thus, peace reigned on the planet, for the legends remained quite clear, many of them recorded in writing, so that future generations would know exactly what had provoked the nuclear catastrophe and what its consequences had been. As I said earlier, the people knew that their planet was going to become uninhabitable within 500 years. Knowing there were other planets, inhabited and inhabitable, in the galaxy, they mounted one of the most serious exploratory expeditions. Eventually, they penetrated your solar system, first visiting Mars, which was known to be inhabitable and which, at that time, in fact was inhabited.